Hello, my strong shorties. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be talking about the mindset tips that helped me beat skinny fat as a shorter woman. I am 5'1", you guys. Yes, I'm close to the ground. Let's get into the video. Okay, mindset tip number 1 is first and foremost realizing that I actually needed to have help. Just like many of you watching, I had wanted to tone up and lose body fat. And at some point, it dawned on me that women who worked out with weights looked fucking awesome. Anyway, whenever I joined a gym, I also decided that I need some sort of guidance and some sort of inspiration. So I started using Instagram like for the first time. And that is how I found my ride or die Fitfluencers, and I still love them today. But I was piecing together, of course, a lot of their different workouts. I was piecing together leg day, shoulders and biceps, ab routines, circuit routines, HIIT, cardio routines. I was like throwing spaghetti at the wall and just trying to do whatever and piece all of these together. And my physique looked the same like a year after doing this. And I've talked about in previous videos, I tried to go 5 times a week. Sometimes I hit that, sometimes I didn't. But I had still been going like consistently for a year. And I just didn't understand why I didn't look different. So I went on a really hardcore deep dive, and I actually changed my profession so that I could learn as much as I could about physique training and how to lose fat, how to build muscle. So I didn't actually see a difference in my physique until I combined nutrition with training. And training, I mean, I joined a subscription program by a professional in the field who did what I wanted. He helped train women's physiques to build muscle, lose fat, with a specialization for glutes. And yes, this was Brett Contreras. So I followed his subscription program, and I followed that for a year. But I needed help to get there. Like I said, I spent a lot of time and energy and money on continuing education. Some of it was free, a lot of it was free, and a lot of it was paid for by experts in the field. And I also got my personal training degree, and I have some nutrition certificates, So I invested on that side for help. I could not invest in a coach at the time. However, I sincerely wish that whenever I started, I had had some sort of like nutrition and training bundle into one subscription so I could make real progress towards my goals without having to throw top dollar at like a coach who's just gonna give me a plan that they give like 1,000 fucking people. I really liked Brett Contreras' program, but it didn't involve any sort of nutrition education whatsoever. It was just the training, and I had to learn all the nutrition stuff on my own and implement it on my own. So it's 6 years after I began working out in the gym, and only in the past couple years have I made real progress towards my physique goals while also keeping my mental health in check. So this is exactly why I'm actually going to be launching my own subscription program. I want you to be able to have everything in one place at a price that's fair without sacrificing quality help and community and support. A lot of coaching is really expensive. People are paying $500 to $600 per month for a lot of transformations that either don't last, or they were promised some crazy transformation in 90 days. They don't actually achieve. A lot of these coaching programs will then keep you on and keep you paying for a much longer term amount at a discounted rate, sure. But if you think of, paying 3 months, $500, and then after that, you're still paying $300 per month for, another year after that, that's a shit ton of money, and I know a lot of you don't have it, and it's not fair. The reality is that you're not going to change your habits in 90 days. It is going to take you longer, and that is okay. So This is a way for you to be able to afford long-term help that can drastically impact your health, but of course help you tone up and lose fat as a shorter woman. Included in the subscription will be the following: workout plans 3 to 4 days a week, either gym-based or even home-based. And this is focused on a woman's hourglass physique, which yes, also includes training that booty, getting a plump, juicy bum, ladies. But it will also include different dieting strategies for you to use in tandem. It took me way too long to realize I wasn't gonna have the type of physique I was looking for. I wasn't going to tone up and lose fat off of workouts alone. It's not how it works. You have to implement different nutrition strategies in order to help you see those results. And yes, people are starting off at different places. Some people may need to reverse diet first. Some people need to just sit at maintenance and focus on proper resistance training. Some people may be able to start off with a fat loss phase first. This is also why whenever you sign up, you are going to get a free strategy call with yours truly, so you can understand what you need to do right now. You have a plan to implement to help you towards your goals. It's also going to have educational material on food, nutrition, principles of training, so you understand all of these much better, but also how to install mental health practices so that you are becoming the person you want to be, but also loving yourself while you are doing it. We'll also be hosting weekly calls so you can hop on at any point and have a chat, talk, ask me questions, etc., etc. So you're also still getting long-term support from an expert. You'll also be added to a community chat with everybody else in the program so that you have people that are sharing the journey with you, and you guys can share recipes, you can share stories, etc., etc. So you don't feel alone. You have a whole support system for you. All this for the low price of $90 a month. And for reference, a personal training session is priced around $150 per hour right now. And this is so much more valuable than in-person training can be. Like I just said, it is not only about the workout you're doing. You have to do a workout and a nutrition strategy at the same time, people. If you are interested, just head to my website, and on the first page, there is a subscription coaching. Just hit the little button for more info, and I will send you over more info about it. Whew, God. Okay, let's get on with the video. I know you guys want to hear more. So, mindset tip number 2. Your journey will be unique. Your body is unique, and you are never going to look like your favorite influencer. The sooner you recognize it and understand your body and love your body for what it is, the just more free you're gonna feel, the more happy you're gonna feel. Your mental clarity is just going to open up. I wanted so desperately at the beginning of my fitness journey to have this kind of stomach, this kind of glutes, this kind of back, these kind of legs, etc., etc. Like, it was a really long list, you guys. I had to learn to stop comparing my body frame, my body type, and my physique to my favorite fitness influencers. And people who are not my favorite fitness influencers, just random people in fitness who have like these insane physiques. You don't always know what those people are doing for those insane physiques, and you do not know what their base genetics are, their history is with nutrition, training, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot that goes into how a person looks, and it is not all positive. I had to learn to stop comparing my body to someone else's, because I would never be happy wondering why that girl over there has like a super flat toned tummy and a huge bubble butt. My stomach is not like hers, and it never will be. Even if both of us achieve 17% body fat, her physique will look different than my physique, and I guarantee you my abs and my stomach will look way different than her abs and her stomach. So this leads me to tip number 3. You have to learn confidence, and you have to learn to love yourself despite your appearance. I actually came across a random YouTube clip the other day of all of these celebrities. They were asked if they feel pretty, sexy, hot, whatever, and they were all saying no. And it was so heartwarming because I know we all feel that way. And here are some of the most beautiful women in the world. They still don't feel attractive or good enough at some times. So you have to find ways to appreciate your physique and some of the imperfections that you probably look at all the time and you seek in yourself all the time. If weight loss is your goal, that's an admirable goal, and you deserve to work on that. I'm not saying you have to love your body at any size or feel comfortable in your body at any size. If you seek weight loss or fat loss, it's because you want to do it, and implementing those steps along the way to get you to that goal makes you feel good, makes you feel proud, makes you feel energetic, confident, makes you feel better about yourself. You have to want to do it for yourself. You cannot want to do it because you're trying to impress someone or you're trying to change for someone else. Self-love is the greatest love that you could ever have. And I promise, when this self-love is there, you'll find friends, partners, relationships who truly respect you and love you no matter what. And your life will feel full. It won't matter if you have a little bit of belly bloat or a little bit of bra fat. Their love and your love for yourself is so strong. It doesn't change because your body changes. Number 4, you guys are gonna hate this one. I learned that tracking my food was one of the best things I could ever do. I know you hate it. I used to hate it. I used to think it was inherently disordered, hard. I didn't want to do it for the same reasons you probably don't want to do it or haven't done it. But trust me, more than following workouts, this is the biggest reason my physique has changed. And my mental health is far more positive around food than it ever has been. Let me explain. Tracking helped me realize I was under eating at the start of my journey and that I should eat more food. What person doesn't want to hear that they should actually eat more food for fat loss? It helped me realize what good sources of protein are, but also what are carb sources, what are fat sources. It helped me learn what kind of foods are calorie dense, not calorie dense. And it's okay to eat calorie dense food. It's okay to have fun foods, to have some processed foods. Because I was tracking my nutrition, I understood exactly how to fit those foods in while still prioritizing other healthy, whole foods. But more importantly, I have the healthiest attitude towards my diet that I've ever had. And to me, that also means being way less controlling around nutrition than I was in the past. And it means being a lot less black and white when it comes to nutrition. Also, just because you food track doesn't mean you're gonna have to track food forever. It's actually quite the opposite. Because you go through all of that education in the beginning and you really learn about your food, about what's protein, carbs, fat, what is calorie dense, not as calorie dense, then in the future, you know really well how to make choices that are going to align with your goals. You won't need to track all the time. By the way, eating clean didn't help my physique at all. Eating clean is where my journey began whenever I was actually under eating. And I was skinny fat whenever I was eating clean. All right, and finally, the last mindset tip is number 5. You need to stop people pleasing. Stop it right now. You, number 1, are allowed to be yourself. But more importantly, work on becoming the person you want to be. And this means changing some of your habits. It doesn't mean changing them all at the same time. It doesn't mean making huge differences to your diet, like being a carnivore to suddenly being vegan, or cutting out all sugar or cutting out all processed food, It's not any of those things. When I made the conscious decision to want to get in shape, I had to start changing some things. Saying no to drinks on weeknights, having a bedtime, and leaving my friends early. So, for example, I work on Saturday morning and then I do a workout after. So Friday night, my bedtime is midnight, and a lot of times I'm still getting to bed before midnight. This is so that I can get at least 7 hours of sleep, but again, I like to have 8 to 9 hours of sleep if I can. So this means every Friday is a chill Friday for me. I'm not going out to the club. I'm not hanging out till 2 a.m. I'm not taking shots. I'm not having like 5 cocktails. Sometimes I do go out for a drink on a Friday night, but I don't go crazy, and I still have a bedtime, and that bedtime is midnight. But most of the time, I'm home watching a movie, or my friend comes over and we have a lovely lady hang for a few hours, and she knows my bedtime, and then she goes home. If I didn't have these things in place and I was always going out with my friends, saying yes to everything, hanging out as late as they do, drinking as much as they do, I would probably work out on Saturday like a third of the time. And for me, that's a prime day to get a workout in. So I have to say no. I have to prioritize myself and my goals. So it's okay to turn down a shot with your friends. It's okay to say no to late night events that are totally going to disrupt your sleep or just fudge you over the next day. It's okay to leave early and go to bed. I know this doesn't sound like fun. You need to know it is okay to prioritize yourself and your goals. If your friends aren't comfortable with this, then sorry to have to tell you, honey, they aren't good friends. You will make better ones along the way, becoming the person you want to be. Whew. Okay, you guys, I have absolutely talked your ear off. If you are interested in an all-encompassing subscription program to help you beat skinny fat while keeping your mental health in check as a shorter woman, do not forget to head to my website, linked in the box below, and you can find out more info on that subscription program. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in a different video.